It's new season day, and my kit's in the wash, oh dear. Hey guys, and welcome back to episode number 1 of season number 8 of the Grimsby Town to Glory. Yes, I am hyped for it this time because we have a huge season ahead of us. Smash the like button if you're excited as well as I am, because I am going to show you the calendar first. I didn't notice something in the last episode, which a lot of you did point out to me in the end, and I kind of realised, but winning the Carabao Cup does not get you into the Conference Europa League, which is getting formed in real life. It gets you into a qualifying round for the Europa League. So we actually kind of did our mission that we were looking out for. We have 2 legs to go in that. So I think this season might be a bit longer, as the first game of the actual season is against Aston Villa, then Leicester City, Burnley. It's not the worst start as you can see around here as well. It doesn't get any easier though. It's like last season. A couple of hard games in 1 month, and then just spread out easy ones. Or so they should be, as in the pre-season tournament we have Leipzig, Lazio, Milan. We are trying to push on with this series as well and try and improve the team a little bit more. As you can see, the squad right there is pretty decent, I think. A couple of ratings increasing in the summer, as this is the financial budget, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the budget, really. As we have 65 million, I'd say. When we move the wages, I think we can get maybe 1 big player in. I expected a little bit more, but I'm fine with it. As yeah, we did finish 11th, and we have 2 seasons back-to-back in the Premier League. So yeah, I think it could be a bit better. As the targets, youth development, we failed 2 of the short-term. Long-term, it wants us to bring in 1 big player. I think we'll do that anyway with Sean Galloway, who we got through the academy in the last episode. They want 1 crucial midfielder. I think we'll try and go for that ourselves. De Silva's good, but very injury prone, as we saw by missing him whole of last season, really. Only about 10 or 13 games in the squad. With 7 clean sheets in home matches, I think we can do. They want us to win the Europa League. Considering we're only in the qualifying round, not even actually in the tournament yet, that's a bit of an ask. I don't understand how they're feeling that out, as they want us to finish in a Europa League spot. I'm going to aim for it, although I think it's still not really realistic. I am definitely going to aim for it. And then the quarterfinal of the FA Cup, I think they want that over the Carabao, so I might sim more of the Carabao Cup now, so we've won it in this save a little bit more. As the long term. Finally, the financial, they want us to make a little bit of money in 2 seasons, which surely will do. I think that gives us more room for leniency with what we spend, as yes, I'll go further into the squad as well right here. This is the team that we currently have. We've got Pope, of course, now one of the highest rated players, along with Cantwell and, of course, Dino in the goal. Francis is still injured for the start of the season, but we've got Powell. And all of these reserves, to be fair, I've had another think about it. I think I'm letting most of them go, I think. No, not for free, of course, but I think Kalajic, maybe Chalobah, Barry Leach, Jeff Gott, Stacey, Jackson, and maybe Maloney as well could all leave the club just to try and get some funds in. However, the one player I do want to keep is Evans. A Chevalier, another one I want to go. We'll go to the squad hub, and I think I'm going to list him and Kalajic, although he had a good, decent end to the season. I think I'm going to list them 2 on the transfer list, as yeah, this is the first team I want to go with some improvements. And there we go, I've listed the players up as I just said I would, as no real rush into this season. I think with the money we've got, it's got to be big players, quality over quantity for once, which is usually not been what I've done. Apart from the last window when we of course brought Dean Henderson in, I've usually gone for a lot of like high 70 rated players. Not this time. I want maybe like 84 rated players to try and improve this team, especially if we've got more competitions to account for as well. Get the reserves a bit more time as well, I think is good. As we've got a transfer offer straight away for, I think it's Chevalier, and it's including Jonathan Lecco. That's a good deal, you know. 7.4 million plus Jonathan Lecco, who did play well against us when he was at Birmingham City in the Championship. I actually think I'm going to accept that. It's more than he's worth. 7 million is what Lecco's worth, plus 7.4 is 14. He's worth 13 million. And of course, he's our 3rd choice keeper now. Evans is our backup. So I'm going to accept that offer and try and bring Jonathan Lecco in. Maybe that's a like for Kalajic and Jeff Gott. If we can get them out the door, make more profit, This is a great deal. What a start to the episode, eh? As, yep, rotational role. I will definitely take that. I think he's worthy of it. I think Palmer must have looked at our seasons recently and seen how good Lecco is against us. So, of course, he'll probably know we want him a little bit, and we'll definitely bring him to the club. Won't be the first name on the team sheet, of course, even though he's proved himself against us. But I would like to have him through the door, give him a hefty wage as well in the Prem, which we are going to do with most players, as it's costing us absolutely nothing, but he's rejected it. 35k a week is not good enough for Jonathan. Okay, thought I'd got off to an ideal start there. Definitely not. And we have Lazio in the pre-season tournament. I'm going to go with the second team that we have. Of course, I've got to take Francis out, though. And yeah, I'm not really going to walk you through the squad because it's not an important trophy. I don't think this one. As yeah, I think I'm going to take Chevalier out as well for Evans. And that's the team. Want to pause it and look? You are free to do so. But this is a good team we're playing, though. And with our reserves, I'm kind of sceptical. But then again, I want to save my best players for when the season starts. I'm going to quick sim it against a good Italian outfit. I think they'll beat us easy as it's only 1-0 and Sabitza's at them and he scores from it. It's a thrashing really, but I'll take that with the reserve team, save the other ones for the likes of Leipzig. I'd rather play against them as Chevalier looks like he's a wanted man, this keeper, and I don't doubt it because of course we do need to get him out, as who's put an offer in? PSG is going back over to France to probably be a backup or maybe even a third choice there, but I will accept that one. It's above his evaluation, and of course we've got Dino. The first game's coming up right here against Inter Milan, but we had a transfer offer I think there as Chevalier's broken down. What's this say? Yep, completely broken down against PSG as Semenyo is wanted by Real Madrid for 44 million. Oh dear, I don't think that's one I can turn down. That is a huge amount of money for our striker, but it says we could get up to 73. I'll try it on with the Madristas, but we could be losing Antonio. As what is Zinedine Zidane gonna say right here? Let's try and up it to around 60. I think 65 is very realistic for this guy. We've got Balogun who could fit in, but then again, I think I'd search for an even better striker if this guy decided to leave the club. So we'll go with 60. I think that's acceptable for the really good English striker, and it is. H3 rated 60 million. Pretty good deal. So yeah, great move for the English striker there though, but not kind of for us, as we have AC Milan next. It looks like Florian Balogun is going to have to come into the squad, although Semenyo, oh well, he'll still be here for a little bit I reckon, as Paul is going to jump into this starting team. We've got Lewis, who's now 70 rated, on the bench, a youth player who I've neglected a little bit, who probably could fit into the team a little bit more. So can we get anything here? It's going to be a quick sim. They've got the likes of Eze and everything. Can we get a win? We do! We actually beat AC Milan 1-0, and that is a very, very good result. It's Felix Nemecha with the goal, and Ikone, Jonathan that is, actually got himself sent off, which helped us a little bit, but I didn't expect that. Very nice, as an offer comes in for Stacey after it. We've actually got offers this year for players we want to get rid of. It is perfect, although I don't like the team who's bidded. But then again, I just want him out and a bit more money into the club. So I'll accept that from Fulham, as it's on to Leipzig for the last game. Although, can we make a signing? Chevalier has left the club, and there is one player I want to sign from a relegated team. I know I'm scrapping from the players who have just left the Prem, but still I think he's quality and played really well against us. It is, of course, Myokla Sharapenko. He plays in central midfield, which is a position we need to strengthen. Can do it in cam, and I've seen him play in centre-back. I'm pretty sure he scored against us from there for Newcastle, so the Ukrainian would be a good addition, I think. 84 rated as well. Improvements. So I am going to go in for this guy. Bit of a continental talent as well. Yes, he hasn't done well with Newcastle, judging by the relegation, but still, I think he's a quality player on his day. So we'll offer 38 million. They have just been relegated, so I think we should get him a bit cheaper, as will they accept that they do. Thank you, Brucey. Of course, it's not the most we've ever spent now, judging by the Dean Henderson buy, but still I think it's a good bit of money going towards the Geordies, who have now gone down, a bit of money to try and get them back up, which I hope they can, because we always used to beat them. As we'll accept a crucial role we need to for the success of the objectives. 3-year contract for Mioka. Will he accept it? He does. Then we'll disregard the release clause and onto the wage, which I don't want to speak about myself, but I'll offer him a 55. He should accept that. If he doesn't, there's something wrong with players demanding too much from us. As is he going to accept? He isn't. What is wrong with players? I don't understand that. He's just turned us straight down, as we've got 2 more Newcastle players on this list, including Nico Williams. Although Francis is doing well, and Tyler Roberts from Leeds, but I don't know if we really need him now. Nemecha, of course, proving that he's got quality in cam to back up Kieran Dowler. Semenyo has left the club. 55 million to us. We've got over 100 million now, as we've got a 2-year loan deal for Javier Alvarado. That might be the last we see of him. Still failing for a bid on any player. As we go on to Leipzig next, it's put Maloney up front, which I don't like to see, so I'm going to have to put Balogun up front, and can we get a win against these? And Stacey has left the club as well. That's an extra 10 million, as we've got a lot to spend now, although I'm not going to buy anyone before this game. If we get out of these group stages, which we need a win to do it, that would be amazing. I honestly don't think we're going to do it, though. Can we be proven wrong? Maybe we get a draw, which is still a fantastic result, but I think that is us out, as it was Talisca, Todd Cantwell with the goal, Talisca again, and then Felix Nemecha really on fire in pre-season. As I think that is the end of the road. Is it? Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. Is it going to be the Europa League that welcomes us back? As I wouldn't mind it, as yes, the qualifying round against Zulte Waregem. I think of the Pro League over in Belgium. Let's see if we can do this. But of course, before that, I think we need some more players. As Alejandro Frances, that is a great thing that he's actually back, so we can go full strength. Of course, now we've lost Jack Stacey. However, before that, of course, we haven't made a signing yet still. Got 144 million. I don't want to spend it, but there is one player I want to bring through the door. I've just seen him. You can see we've got Raul there, but William Harper. He's at Watford. Watford finished below us last season. 6'5", he's tall enough, and of course, he is a striker who we let go in literally episode number 1. Not even season number 1, episode number 1. Can we bring him back to where it all began in the academy? Rekeem, or not even Rekeem, this is William. Please join back. I mean, it's going to take a hefty amount of money. They've put a 99 million price tag. I'm going to offer that. I don't want to really spend over 100 million, plus a sell-on clause of 15%. That is a great deal, I think, for the striker. Are they going to accept? No, they want 178 million for him. Wowzers. I mean, we're definitely going to have to counter. We cannot afford that at all. I don't really want to spend 100 million because, of course, we're not even a Champions League club. But I think if worst comes to worst, we've just got to go and do it. 133 plus. I'm going to stick Kalajic in it because, of course, we don't really need him if we bring this striker in. Will they accept that? I think that is acceptable. Please, Watford, do us a favour. As no, they don't want him. They just want a sum of money, and I don't think I can pay it. I'll offer 155, but it's my final offer. Come on, please accept. Please accept. William Harper, will he join? Watford, man. Watford, what are you doing to me? I will put all the money in. It's my last offer. It's my last offer. And they've said yes! They've actually said yes to 159 and all them add-on numbers for William Harper. I really thought he'd going to walk away from that one. They've given us 20 million off, but now we need to get someone out of the club pronto to afford his wages. I can't believe it. We've actually struck a deal for William. I mean, it's going to break the bank. It's probably the most any team has spent, but still, it's completely unrealistic, but it's got to happen. We've got to try and get this guy in, as we've got an offer for... Yeah, it's William asking for his negotiations. As De Silva is wanted from Villarreal, 22 million. And I'm just going to have to accept it, you know. I'm just going to have to accept it. We can get another midfielder in later, but I need William Harper. And same with Aaron Maloney. He can go out on loan. Or not, because I've just rejected it. Stupid how they have reject first and negotiate underneath. You should have negotiate first. There's Jeff Cott as well. We need some money to afford a midfielder. And, of course, the wages of... what's his name? William Harper. So, I'm going to accept that from Ajax. He can go. Good tenure at the club. I've rejected another loan deal for Benfica because they wouldn't agree on a 1-year loan without a buy-in clause. So, I'm going to hopefully get the money for De Silva if he leaves the club, as he has gone. He's only played 13 games, and in them, he was really, really good. But unfortunately, he's gone back to Spain. Even though he's from England, he feels unsettled here, or he must do. So he's gone back to Spain, as we need to get back on with the negotiations of a contract for William Harper. We need this guy at the club, as he still hasn't left. It is a lot of money going towards him, and of course the wages are not going to be easy as well to pin him down to a contract. So we're going to, I mean, obviously offer him a crucial role. That is just unspoken for, as they do accept that his agent. He's going to be hard to get past, I think, as we'll offer him a 5-year contract as well. Only 24. It's been about 7 seasons since we had him, so he's grown up a little bit. Accept no release clause, as don't make me do it. He's actually taking a wage cut. That is amazing. I can't believe he's taking a wage cut. I thought I'd have to offer him like 100k a week, as the fee is astronomical. But the player is as well. William Harper, after 7 years away at Grimsby Town, at Watford of course, and wherever we sold him to first in Turkey, joins back. And it is by far the most amount of money that I think any team's going to spend in this summer window, maybe even ever. But this guy, he's even got the Grimsby kit on, is just a big addition to the squad. He's going to go straight up front. 97 pace, 90 shooting, 88 passing and 94 dribbling. How on God's green earth is he 87 rated? Should be about 90. Gassed up about that signing, as if we get a bit more money in, which I think we should do before the end of the window, I think I want to go for definitely a central midfielder. Tommy Doyle and Chalobah aren't the best. Doyle can stay on the bench, and I'm thinking about moving Chalobah to a centre-back to go on the bench ahead of Lewis, so we have a good replacement right there, because Matty Pollock, of course, he's been here 7 seasons, has left the club on a pre-contract, as I think the rest of the squad's good enough already, so that's pretty certain, and it's revealed right there at the side. William Harper joins. I think we should actually stand a chance in the Europa League if, of course, we've got that guy in, as Jeff got as well, should have left the club. That's a bit more money, and De Silva, of course, we got the money, but it all went into De Silva's demands, so I think we've got around 10 million maybe. I would like to go for Shapenko again, but then again, I don't think we're close enough to affording him, as the wages for another midfielder should be around 80. If that, so I am going to move that down to 80, as we've got 18 million. Maybe good enough to get a midfielder. Although I ain't going to bank on it, as we've got an offer here for Dowell. It's Kieran Dowell. 49 million from Werder Bremen. Just no. I don't think he's going to go to Werder Bremen in real life at any time soon. I don't think it's a step up in his career, and even though that's 9 million above his evaluation, I think that's wrong. I think it should be about 20 million to get him. He's his best player. However, of course, maybe not for long with the addition of Harper. As we're getting close to this first qualifying round, we'll play the away leg first, of course, today in a game. But then again, I want to try and sign a midfielder before it. We've got the graphics on screen. Grimsby Town with Europa League graphics. Love to see it. Let's look who's a free agent right here. Neymar Jr. So I'm looking for a midfielder. I find him. It's a bit tempting, but nah. However, I have found a midfielder right here. Was at Liverpool last season. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic is a free agent, 32-year-old, 88 rated. Now that would be an ask. I've stuck him on the shortlist anyway, but I don't know if I'm really going to go in for him, because I think, although 88 rated, I think there's better options out there. He isn't that fast. And of course, I think his wage demands would be out of this world. I'd rather play it safer and get someone who's going to go up in rating and help us, instead of demand loads of money and just be going down to about 81 rated at the end of the season, I reckon, because he's honestly that old. As Brandon William has gone to Parma for 40 million. They're getting business done. Of course, tried to give us Jonathan Lecco in return. As Vargem, get to the game. I want to play these. There's a lot going on this window. A lot, including us, of course, as here we are, the Thursday again. We've got the Premier League opener on the Sunday, but I feel like Grimsby Town, of course, being the first ever time we're in this continental competition, it is important that we play it. As we've got 2 players unfit, but it is still our strongest 11. We've cut the reserves down really well this season. I mean, we've got a lot of money in for it, but we've put all this money into one player, as Dean Henderson is in goal. We've got Frances, Ayer, Rodon and Kelly, Todd Cantwell, Chalobah, Pope and Brooks in the midfield, with Dowell now supporting the new striker instead of Semenyo, William Harper, back again. And here we are. Here we are. It's away from home. It's not at Grimsby Town's famous Blundell Park, but it will do. I can't wait to see the small stadium as well, with all the fuss around it. It would be glorious. As these aren't a blowover, though, we've got to treat them like we treat Liverpool. There he is, the 159 million plus add-ons man at the end. Number 13 is the shirt he takes, which he had before, as Rocher is in goal. Pippa, Tunjov, Tiel, Algure and Sarafri, with Van Heck, Govia and Sasako, with Kenny Zahor, and I think that's Ashley Fletcher up front. You know, with the Europa League, if you've seen my other series, I get so many names wrong because there's loads of different kind of teams, as hopefully we can beat this different kind of team. I do think on paper it should be an easy win, but then again, with the first time nerves, I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle. However, Rodon with a perfect time tackle to start off, with Harper trying to get his chemistry with Dal straight away, and that's a good move. Raheem Harper or William to score on his first game back within 5 minutes for the Mariners. It is a fairy tale reunion. He didn't even get a game in the first team, of course, when he was here before, but scores literally 5 in-game minutes into the first one in the Europa League as he gets Grimsby Town's first ever Europe goal. It's a great one as well. It's the chemistry already linking up, and it's just blasted into the top corner. Never missing. And here is Lloyd Kelly, of course, coming forward with the ball into Todd Cantwell right now as he gives the ball to Harper again. We look a really good outfit. There is no first-time competition nerves right here. There's Brandon, gives it into Chalobah. Harper with a turned pass, of course, 88 passing on a striker is amazing. Never had that before. As Chalobah on the ball right here, pokes it over the top to Harper. Oh, and he's hit it straight at the keeper and was offside. But this guy looks deadly back at his hometown club. It is fantastic to see as Frances with a great ball through the middle as well. Dal with a great turn. He's survived a lot of seasons as well as Kieran. Give him some credit as it's a ball back into him now. On to Harper again. He's going to try and turn out and get past this man, but give it out wide for a 1-2. Harper on the edge, and I was ready to just pull the trigger right there. See how good his long shots are. With a striker, I don't think they'll be as good, but still wanted to test them. And now it's their turn to come forward. Kelly tackles him, see? It's not over yet. Although we are dominating the game, they can get a chance like that as it's on to Dowell. Let's try and kill it off as soon as we can, though. As it's through to Will Harper. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Keeper coming out a little bit. Chips it over and hits the crossbar. This man can miss and has right there. Being a bit cheeky with it, though. And, yeah, leant back a little bit. Still, a great game going on here at, of course, whatever the team name's called. I forgot what it's even called now. As Rodon turns out, tries to get a pass down the wing closer to Pippa, but he, of course, reads it as now it's on to Kieran Dowell. He's going to go forward through the gap into Raheem Harper. He turns out very well, and he's going to accelerate down this wing. He's got pace for days, even though he's 6'5". As Kelly now tries to cross the ball, and it looks like a good one towards Todd Cantwell, who's beaten by the defender. Brandon Pope with the ball in the middle, spreads it out wide to Brooks this time. He's back up to 83 rated. He looks like his normal self after his injury, to be fair, so I love to see that, as he's going to look towards Harper as well. Goes for an acrobatic, but it is going to be a corner. Now, Harper is 2 foot smaller than Nico or Sasa. I was calling Nico Kalajic, who never scored a header. Could Harper do it with his first one? It's dropped for him again, and he does do it! I just had a feeling he was going to do it. And William Harper gets his second of the game and the header, which it's took one game for him to get one. It took Kalajic. Well, he still got one. He's in the reserves as this guy is definitely taking the place of Semenyo. Kalajic asked if he was the suitable replacement. No way, Jose. It's this guy. It's 2-0 in this qualifying round, and it's going very, very well here for the Mariners. Thank you, Will. Very cool what you've done here for the club in your first game back. A Grimsby Town legend. Even though you haven't played many games, as it could be a first-half hat-trick, is in between the defence, and oh, what a save from Rochette. I mean, we did go a bit out wide, so I had to try and take it on, and it was a great save. So 2-0 against, I can't even remember the name of this team. Sorry if you're a fan of them. But, yeah, it's 2-0 in the Europa League game. It's Zulte Waregem, that's it. And probably should be more with the opposition, but it is our first game back. And the first 2 goals on his debut for William Harper. And David Brooks here. I'm going to throw it to the substitute then. I thought it was just walking onto the pitch. It's Nemecha, isn't it? As Brooks gives the ball into Aya here. The defence have been solid, but not really had much to do. As he's going to dribble forward a little bit and give it into Dowell. Around the corner to Harper. Still on this hat-trick. He's got the skill moves as well. Was born with them, the 5-star. As it's a great cut inside. He's got the pace to burn. And can he get this hat-trick? Great save from the keeper, you know. And the sweaty was on. Just thought I'd go for it, but a really good stop. A really good save from the keeper, as there was a sweaty on. Maybe I should have thought about it. An hour into the game, and it is still 2-0 as Zahore now gives it into Van Heck. It's a bit of a dodgy tackle from Joe Rodon, or Francis, as this is Rodon, and he's took his man down. This guy needs to cool it in seasons to come. Just did not glide with the tackle, just went to ground. Literally, he fell over, and it's going to be a red card. No way is it a red. I don't think he deserves that, and we will be without a defender in the second round of the qualifiers. And 10 men in this game, and possibly a goal to the good for Zulte, as it's a penalty here. Dino, can you do good in this game? As he doesn't need to. It's over the top, but I'm still concerned about the red card. It's a dodgy tackle. Not to forgive him. He's got to learn. If it were real life or Football Manager, there'd be a fine straight in there for the player, as Trevor Chalobah keeping his man off the ball as well, with the ball into Pope. The only good thing that can come is us making it 3-0, although that's a foul on Pope, and nothing's given for us. It's Sissako now, and Pope has got a bit of a knock. Maybe I need to put Tommy Doyle in, as we've took a man out, but he did pass the ball anyway. Ref, it's a bit harsh to go back. And another yellow, giving cards out for no reason, the referee in this game, as they're going to get another penalty. We're on the ropes a little bit in this second half, as it's Safari against Dino, and he goes the same way. Oh dear, Zulte, you just don't want to go through. 2 wasted chances, 2 absolutely given chances as well, with penalties. 1 missed and 1 saved, as Tom Cantwell's got a run on as well here. Can we make it 3? Can we pile the misery on? It looks like a ball going towards Harper, but it's going to go towards the edge into Dowell. Now into Harper to turn away. Went for a Megs. And Trevor Chalobah now gives the ball into Raheem Harper. Bit of acceleration to get away, but it does give it to Todd Cantwell. He's going to cut inside. Todd Cantwell still going. Harper making a good move, but it's going to go through towards Dowell, who has not scored actually. Pretty bad miss, but was offside. And Govea, wish you well, mate. He's got an injury, as they're still going to battle on Zulte. I mean, they missed 2 penalties and they're still going. I've got to give them the credit, as that was a dodgy pass, but still worked. On to David Brooks to run it forward. Harper's through. Harper could have a hat-trick here. He's got to beat this defender, as he's done well as Thiel at the back. They've got 5 at the back, of course, and it's took a bit of a first-minute goal and a dodgy header to get a win against these. These have honestly been good, and hopefully we can be the same against them at home, as that is a great run from Harper, though. Can we kind of kill the tie off a bit? I think we might have done, as Raheem Harper, I've said it time and time again, but welcome back to Grimsby Town as a hat-trick hero. 3 to the good, 3 of his best. He's made them pay. As look, it's through the middle from Felix Lemaitre. It's a beautiful acceleration of pace and just planted into the, well, not even corner of the net, the mid-side netting. It's a great finish nevertheless, and just admire this guy. Admire him whilst this series is still going. And I'm saying that after the first game, as with 10 men to win 3-0, I think we should really get through in the next round. I'm going to bank on it, really, because I might even simulate them, as that was a perfect performance away from home to start off the Europa League run. Of course, I can't guarantee it will be longer than 1 game, but that is a great start to it, as Kalajic asking for more game time after that. Mate, you kind of don't have a chance at all. That's all I'm going to say, as it's a 5-day injury for Pope. Joe Rodon is out, both for Aston Villa, which is dodgy. The first game of the Premier League season, but we're going to have to deal with it as team changes game by game, Sasa. That's all I am going to say. And that is where I'm going to leave today as well. Hopefully we can make a signing in midfield in the next episode, as unfortunately, guys, this is the end of a very, very good first episode in the Europa League, of course, and we're going to hopefully kick on in Season 8 now. No more mid-table Mickey Ross, whatever the word is. I'm not even going to try and say it. As thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode in the future. I've been MWS, and thank you all for watching. Take care, in a bit, and peace.